Imagine walking into a building and just, bam, the future is right there in front of you. I'm not talking about ideas on a screen, I mean real, physical machines moving, building, and, yeah, even thinking for themselves. Today we're going to take you right onto the floor of the world's biggest robot show to see what's really coming next.
So, the first thing you see when you walk in isn't some tiny little gadget. Oh no, it's this. A massive Transformer-style robot that seriously looks like it walked right off a movie set. And the way it moves, it's got this powerful, deliberate grace that just pulls in this huge crowd. You can literally feel the ambition in the room.
Then you take a short walk, and the scale totally shifts from gigantic to, well, human. You've got these humanoid robots sparring with each other in a ring. And they're not just, stiffly throwing punches, they're actually ducking, weaving. They've got this incredible balance and dexterity. This isn't just a cool demo, it's a real peek at machines that can move around in our world just like we do.
And just when you think you've seen it all, you turn a corner and see this. A monster of an industrial arm just lifting an entire car into the air like it's a little toy. There's no shaking, no straining, just pure, quiet, effortless power. This is the kind of raw strength that builds our modern world, and it is just jaw-dropping to see up close.
Okay, so let's be clear. What you've just seen isn't a collection of props from a sci-fi blockbuster. Nope. These are all real machines, right from the floor of iREX. That's the International Robot Exhibition in Tokyo. And you have to understand, this is the biggest, most important robot trade show on the entire planet. This is where the future of robotics stops being the future and becomes the present.
So you've got giant mechs, you've got boxing humanoids, you've got car-lifting arms. How in the world do you make sense of all this? Well, it turns out all of these incredible machines are really pointing us in two main directions.
You can pretty much boil everything down into two major categories. On one side, you have your industrial robots. These are the powerful, super precise workhorses that live in factories. And on the other side, you've got this whole new world of service robots. Machines designed to work right alongside us, with us, and for us.
Now, industrial robots, like this amazing system here, they're the absolute masters of structured, predictable environments. They can take something like a flat sheet of metal and just bend it, cut it, weld it, and assemble parts with a speed and accuracy that no human could ever match. They're the real bedrock of all modern manufacturing.
But service robots, they're built for a totally different kind of challenge, our messy, unpredictable world. This humanoid from Yaskawa isn't lifting a car, it's just wiping a table. Its whole purpose isn't raw power, it's about collaboration and helping out in human spaces. And let me tell you, this is where the biggest, most exciting revolution is happening.
I mean, think about it. Wiping a table or sparring in a ring requires a robot to see, understand, and adapt in a way a simple factory arm just doesn't have to. So what's the secret sauce here? How are these machines getting the brains to actually navigate our world?
Well, the answer, and honestly the #1 buzzword flying around iREX, is something called physical AI. This is the game changer. It's the leap from robots that just follow a pre-written program to robots that can actually learn, reason, and act on their own.
And this isn't just some fringe idea from a research lab. The biggest players in the industry are betting their entire future on it. Masahiro Ogawa, the president of the robotics giant Yasko Electric, he put it bluntly, their core strategy is AI robotics. This is the new frontier, folks.
So what in the world is physical AI? Put simply, it's about giving a robot a brain that's worthy of its body. So instead of programming it to move to exact coordinates, like move arm to point XYZ, you give it vision, reasoning, and the ability to understand what's around it. It can see an object, know what it is, and then figure out for itself the best way to pick it up.
And you could see this happening live, right there on the show floor. Over at the Fanuc booth, you could literally just talk to the robot. You could say, pick up the yellow dye, and its AI would process your voice, use its camera to find the right object among a pile of others, and then go and get it. It was this incredibly intuitive, powerful glimpse into how we're all going to be interacting with machines in the future.
Now, all of this stuff feels incredibly futuristic, I know. But it begs the biggest question of all, right? When does this amazing tech leave the convention center and actually start showing up in our offices, our hospitals, and our neighborhoods?
Well, according to industry leaders like Yaskawa's president, it's happening a whole lot faster than you might think. They expect this to become clearly visible within their next 3-year plan, which culminates in 2029.
We're talking about just a few years from now, when having direct, daily interactions with autonomous robots in places like hospitals and offices could be a totally normal, common sight.
So the impact on our day-to-day lives is going to be massive. But this same core idea, creating intelligent machines that can handle complex, unpredictable places, isn't just for earthbound jobs. It's also letting us dream way, way bigger, taking us from our world to, well, entirely new ones. And this comparison just illustrates that leap perfectly. On the left, you've got a robot designed for the controlled chaos of a factory. And on the right, a robot built for one of the most hostile, unknown environments on our planet, and maybe, just maybe, one day on other planets too.
This is NUI, which stands for the Nearid Under-Ice Vehicle. It's a hybrid robotic explorer built to operate all by itself for miles and miles underneath the shifting Arctic ice cap. We're talking about one of the most difficult places for any machine to survive, let alone do delicate scientific research.
But NUI's mission has an even bigger, more profound purpose. The technology that's being proven right here, the autonomy, the navigation, the sheer resilience, it's basically a dress rehearsal. It's a test bed for the kind of robotic explorers we're going to send one day to search for life in those hidden, ice-covered oceans of moons like Jupiter's Europa and Saturn's Enceladus.
So, after seeing all of this, what are the three big things to take away? First, the world of robotics is basically splitting into two paths: the industrial powerhouses that build our world, and the collaborative service robots that are going to live in it with us. Second, physical AI is the brain making it all happen, giving robots the smarts to adapt to our world. And finally, and this is the big one, this future is way closer than you think. Expect to see major, visible changes by 2020.
From the factory floor here on Earth to the frozen seas of distant moons, we are building machines that can do some absolutely incredible things. But it leaves us with one last, really important question. As we build these new mechanical partners, we're not just designing robots. We are designing a whole new relationship between us and technology. So, what kind of future are we actually building for ourselves?